In the first 25 games for your Chicago Bulls, they have 13 home games and 12 road games. How important is the first 25 games for your Chicago Bulls? Y'all know we gonna talk about it, but you gotta hit the music first.
Cognac gang.
Chai Bulls podcast with the Cognac Boys. I'm Cognac Boy Bobby, and I'm with my dog CDubb. How you doing, boy?
I'm feeling great, man. What's the word? We getting closer and closer to the season, my
We're
guy.
getting closer and closer to the season, and it's going down. But if y'all like what y'all listening to today, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, so every time we drop, you'll be one of the first ones to know. Now, we talking about the first 25 games for your Chicago Bulls and how important they are for this season. Because there's a lot of reasons, but we're going over this what's mapped out for the Chicago Bulls. Right now, it's 13 home games, 12 road games, 5 back-to-back sets, 4 games that they're going to play against Miami, 3 games that the Bulls will play against Milwaukee, 2 games that they'll play against Mr. Magic City and Orlando Magic, 2 games against the Brooklyn Nets, and 2 games against the Toronto Raptors. Bro, how you feeling about this whole little schedule? First and foremost, before we break it down further into records.
I say it's a tough schedule, and it's gonna be really tough. But I think it's a schedule we need. We need to know if this team is gonna be competitive right off bat. We don't want a lollipop cake ass schedule for the beginning of the season, and I appreciate this right here. What is gonna be critical is those 5 back-to-back sets. That's tough in the first 25 games of the season, gang. That's a lot of back-to-backs, I'm gonna say. And actually, those 4 games in Miami, that means we won't play them again, right? That's the whole series.
Could possibly, yeah.
That's the whole series, unless we go to the playoffs or something like if we make it or if they make it. So I like what we got in the first 25 games, nephew.
Me personally, I look at these 25 games and I'm gonna go ahead and agree with you and say this is a 25 games. Of course, there will be other teams involved, but
Yeah.
this right here will be some crucial matchups. Let's see if you can go ahead and have some type of confidence or build some type of confidence to compete with a team that has been to the finals 2 times in the last 4 years. Then one of the reigning champions a few years back in the Milwaukee Bucks. See how you match up against them with Giannis and Antetokounmpo, and then see if you can go ahead and snatch some of these ones that might not be as tough as a Miami or Milwaukee, but definitely will be some tough games. So I think the first 25 games will be crucial. Now, CDubb, when we talk about the 25 game, 13 home games, 12 road games, I'm looking at it like this, man. At home, the Chicago Bulls need to be 8-5 in this span. And then on the road, they at minimum need to be 6-6. You need to be at 500 for a total record in 25 games of 14-11 after the 25 games. And depending on how some of these victories go, you should be all right.
Nephew. Now you know I respect you, okay? You know I respect your opinion. Now I know you tired of babying these kids, gang. I am not going with no 6-6 away, gang. That are we gonna continue to babysit these kids? Is that all you? That's all you asking for from this team on the final of the last hurrah of this either be successful this year, else you gonna set the bar at that low, nephew.
Look, I'm tired of getting my damn hopes up for Chicago teams right now. So right now, I'm gonna play it cool and I'm gonna say this is what they gonna be. This is what it's gonna look like. But if you defend home court, you should be a lot better than what you was last season around this time. So I ain't finna go ahead and say that they finna be dominant on the road or anything like that. If they do better than 6-6, fine. But right now, in the first 25 games, they're trying to look. That's just where I'm gonna leave it at.
Okay, nephew. Okay, you got 8-5 and 6-6.
Yeah.
Now that puts them at 14-11 after 25 games. Tell me what you're doing with the team after that. You wrap. Let's say they go by what you said. They go 8-5 and they go 6-6. What are you doing? Is you letting it ride? Are you enthusiastic, or are you still even killed? Where are you if they 14-11 after 25 games?
I mean, I think if you look at some of the other teams that might be they still might be in the mix. So at that particular point, at this time after 25 games, it should be sometime near getting closer to that in season tournament. So I still be willing to ride it on, and let's go ahead and finish out December and get into January before we make a final decision.
Okay, you got a little enthusiasm.
A
That's
little
fair.
bit,
A little
depend
fair.
because you want to see these. I think the biggest thing is how they win and how you lose.
That's very important.
Because if you win, let's just say you win some dominant games and you just smoke some teams, or even if the game's close against Miami and Milwaukee, you able to close it out in the clutch. But then you got some games to where it's on some of them back-to-backs on that second day of the back-to-back, you might drop a close one or something.
Yeah.
I'll be cool with that. But now if you out here and you go against the Orlando Magic and you get 30 piece, that's
Yeah.
another story. Or if
No.
you're going against the Brooklyn Nets, who I believe you should have more talent than, but you know a guy, Mikal Bridges, is coming, and you get smoked by them, that's a problem. So it all depends for me on how you win and how you lose.
Okay. I respect that, nephew. I always respect what you say. I just had the question at 6-6. I'm gonna go at home. I'm putting the bar high. That's what we. I think that's what this team needs. They need to set the bar high. I'm going 10-3 at home in these 25 games and 7-5. Not too far off, but I just like above 500. 7-5 away, nephew.
These guys be 17-8, gang.
Yeah.
That should definitely be in like the top 3.
Yeah.
You ask me. For
Yeah.
sure. I
Back
mean,
against the wall, nephew.
they backs are against the wall, but do you think the reason you going with 17-8 is dependent on who's the starting point guard is?
That's a great question. I'm gonna say no, nephew. No, nephew, because I still think, and it's all I think it's all on Kobe White. I think Kobe White will see the most minutes out of those 3 guys. So that's why I think it's all good if he starts or not. I still think he'll play the most minutes.
For sure. I ain't mad at it. What's so since we talked about it and you asked the question before in the 25 games at 17-8, you re-signing DeMar?
You an asshole, nephew. No. No, not yet. No. We need to win the playoff series or something before I even think about it.
So pretty much you'll be willing to ride out that season then. But but depending on the end result of the said season, that's when you will make a decision.
Oh yeah, you're not making a decision about DeMar DeRozan till the season is over.
That's fair.
Absolutely not.
What if somebody come calling, title contender come calling? They might got some decent pieces, but you doing well with the Chicago Bulls. You still stand pat?
Oh, we had like 17-8. Like
you at 17-8. Your record.
What you got? What they got?
What if they give you something decent?
Hey, if it's something decent, we might have to holler. We might have to talk, gang.
Just
to be honest, we might have to talk. But if we just cruising through the season, bullying, which is possible, a little chance, then I'm gonna say ride with it. But if somebody come with something special, he'll take Shaden Sharp and you know what I'm saying? Scoop.
Nah, that ain't happening. That ain't happening. But I gotta ask this question before we move on to the last topic of the day.
Yeah.
If your team's 7-8, why would you disrupt that with a trade?
Because at the end of the season, you got to pay this guy. You got to pay it. You think he gonna take? What he take? 20 mil? This last contract per 25
up to like 26, like something like that. Between
you got to pay more than 26 a year for DeMar. He come back and he killed. He gonna need at least 30. You won't pay DeMar 30.
You might have to consider it. Talked about it on yesterday's daily. The man is very durable and reliable, and if he goes ahead and add a 3-point shot to his game at like let's just say between 3 to 5 attempts per game, and they going at a league average of 35%, that's something you might have to consider.
30.
That's something you might have to consider.
You're not you being a lawyer right now.
I definitely think that he's worth $30 million. Now, if he goes
Yeah.
upwards of 40 and something like that, 45, 50, no, that's ridiculous.
Oh my goodness. I don't know.
That's ridiculous.
That's a very
You
sketchy
just better hope that
situation.
he ain't a client of Clutch Sports because Rich Paul will get him paid.
Oh.
Talking about Rich
You
Paul
know,
just
Rich boy, he
Rich
get
Paul
everybody
get
paid.
people rich.
No,
What
bro.
you talking about?
Let me throw this in. This is a little hyperbole. Okay. Say the Bulls is waiting for Lonzo next year. I'm just going to next year. Forget this. It's just for fun. You want DeMar playing with Lonzo Ball next year.
Absolutely.
You say absolutely, then you're paying him then. And you
That's why I
paying him.
said it's a you at a tough decision simply because not only is this guy pretty damn reliable and durable, he can still, if he's added that 3-point game, is able to stretch out the floor for you and still able to hit clutch mid-range shots at the same time. That's the type of guy you want on your team, especially when you think about how he's mentoring other guys out. You know, we hear about him mentoring for sure. Like, I'm not
Yes.
gonna say that we like Zach and Vooch don't do it because we don't know, but what we always hear is DeMar DeRozan has taken Dalen Terry to woo woo. DeMar
Yeah.
DeRozan has taken Patrick Williams to woo woo.
Yeah.
DeMar DeRozan has taken Kobe White to do this. DeMar DeRozan just got Ayo Dosunmu. So the guy that's pulling the young guys and teaching them how to be professionals is the guy with cornrows, who we call Cornrow Kobe.
Oh, bro, Joe, you just made my heart melt when you said that damn name, Joe Cornrow Coach. Hey, look. This is it right here. This is the thing that'll put me over the edge, and this is it. If DeMar DeRozan can come back next season and shoot over 38% from three with 5 attempts per game, I'm good with whatever with DeMar DeRozan, bro. I ain't got that's my only problem with DeMar DeRozan. And defensively, sometimes he, you know what I'm saying, he loses his brain sometimes on defense. But that's with every offensive minded NBA player.
Yeah.
But if he can fix the 3-point percentage and get it to 38 and above, I'll move. I'll move out the way.
For sure. Well, y'all let us know how y'all feeling about that topic below. What do you think the Bulls record will be after the first 25 games, and how important is it for the team? Now, before we go get up out of here, it was just reported not too long ago last night that my guy is putting on number 13. Tory Craig is wearing Joakim Noah's former number 13. CDubb, how you feeling about that?
Hey, bro, you put on that number, Tory Craig. You got to live up to that guy, Joakim. You know how much Joakim Noah is loved in this city, gang? You want to talk about throwing your heart, muscle, and soul into the game of basketball? That's Joakim Noah, bro. You talk about being a leader, being a bodyguard on the court, being a big brother on the court. That's a tough billing, Tory Craig. Let's hope you can live up to it, big dog.
I agree. It's definitely some big shoes to fill because we know Joakim Noah, the guy came out, he wasn't scared of nobody. He was willing to battle anybody, even KG. And there's a lot of people that might be scared of KG. This guy went up against LeBron, Paul Pierce, anybody that stood up in his way, and probably wasn't the most talented, but he had the most fucking heart.
Yes.
So if you wearing this damn 13, you got some big shoes to fill. You can't come out there and tarnish this number 13, man.
Hey, bro.
You can't do
You
it.
can't, bro.
You can't do
Joakim,
it.
bro. He got so many memories, bro. Me and my nephew sat and watched them Cleveland Cavaliers, Miami Heat, Chicago Bulls playoff series,
Yes,
Chicago
sir.
Bulls versus Boston Celtics. Come on now.
It's definitely that. For sure. But that's it from us, man. Let us know how y'all feeling about Tory Craig getting that number 13. CDubb, get the people your final thoughts.
Hey man, season's coming up real fast, bro. Y'all make sure y'all tune in. We get ready to lock in. We already locked in, but it's time to put it all into fruition because I can't wait for this season, bro.
Facts.
Because the Bears are getting on my damn nerves.
But that's it from us, y'all. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you want to call in and give a take on what we discussed today or any other video that we did prior, call in to our voice line. It's 773-242-9219. And don't be scared. Speak your piece, give your take, and we gonna break it down on the episode.
Break them down.
It's another episode of Shy Boys Podcast. We're gonna catch y'all on the next one for sure.
Cognac. Gang.